For somebody like hairstylists or myself, entrepreneurs, we forget to eat. And it is so important that we don't forget to eat, and that when we do eat, we're eating these protein-rich, healthy carbohydrate meals that will keep us fueled, and they'll feed our muscles as we're training. And without that, we're going to eat crap.
Welcome to the Hairpreneur Show, the show that teaches you, the hair pro, how to work smarter so you can make more, work less, and live a purpose-driven life on your schedule, not your clients'. I'm your host, Ryan Weeden, and each week I'll teach you awesome, actionable ways to tap into your personal greatness. Through marketing, mindset, and confidence training, it's time to unlock the next level of you. Let's grow.
It is week 2 on my quest to building hero, is what I'm calling this whole scenario of me trying to get in the best shape of my life leading up to hero. And yes, I know it's going to take a lot longer than 2.5 months, but I still want to be able to stand up on that stage in August and feel really, really good about myself. And if I can look really, really good naked, then that's just a bonus. So what I'm doing is I'm going to check in with you today on where I was last week and where I am today. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm really focused on my nutrition, what I'm putting in my body. I'm not like so hardcore like some bodybuilder where I set aside 12 almonds, carry around a gallon of water with me, and I'm always eating the perfect meal at the perfect time. No, I'm not like that. I'm not taking it to that extreme because I know that that's just going to cause me to have this total burnout. And I don't want to burn out. I want to create this lifestyle change, but not something that I'm going to want to quit because it's just too hard and too taxing for where I am in life at the moment. But what I am doing is I'm trying to set myself up for success. In order to set myself up for success, I need to make my decisions very easy. By that, I mean, when it's time for me to work out, even if I don't want to work out, my shoes need to be close. My bag needs to be packed. The gym needs to be close so that I don't have to get in a car, drive 45 minutes, pack a bag, and have all of these micro decisions leading up to me actually stepping foot into the gym, whether it is actually at a physical gym or it's the gym in my garage. I want to make sure that my decisions are easy and that I can easily move into cooking that quick, healthy meal. And by that, I need to have healthy foods nearby. And I want to make sure that whatever I'm doing, I can do it very, very easily without thinking too much, because we know that overthinking a lot of times leads to inaction. It's called paralysis by analysis. We think so much about something that we don't do anything about it. We get burned out by just the thought of having to do something because we're thinking about waiting for that perfect opportunity, that perfect moment to take action. And the longer we wait, the more analysis we make, the less likely we are to actually take that action. So I'm making the actions very easy to take and taking a lot of the additional factors out of the equation. So that way, if I want to work out, even if I don't want to, I've got a pre-workout drink, a little bit of that extra liquid motivation, we'll call it, to get me into the gym. My gym clothes are close to me. I can change very quickly if I'm not already wearing my gym clothes. The gym is very close to me, etc. So that's where I'm at. I'm feeling pretty good. My sleep schedule is a little bit wonky, and it has been for about 8 months. And I say 8 months pretty much to the day because that's when we had our second child. And little Max, he is such a treat, but he hasn't really been sleeping through the night for, well, forever. There was a couple of nights that we got lucky, maybe at month 3 and 4, and he slept through most of the night. We're like, oh, this is great. This is happening so much faster than it did with our first one. But then it went back to the old schedule, which is every 2 to 3 hours, he's up and he needs to be fed. So our sleep is continually thrust into this awakening and falling back asleep and feeding. It's like hard for us to get like a full night's sleep. What my wife and I have done to work with this and to work with each other so that we don't both go crazy trying to figure out how to get enough sleep is we take different nights. So for instance, since I work mostly during the week, Monday through a Friday type of a schedule, she takes 4 nights a week, and those are her nights with Max, her nights to wake up, feed him, basically take over and charge through the next day on whatever rest she was able to get the night before. Then it comes to me, and then I have 3 nights in a row, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Doesn't mean I won't help out on other nights if she really needs it or if she's completely burned out from a tough week, and vice versa. But that's pretty much how we've set it up, and it works pretty well. But as I move into my Mondays for my work week, I'm coming off of the tail end of getting 6 hours of sleep, 7 hours of sleep if I'm lucky. And I know this because I've been tracking my sleep. And I do this so that I can really start to understand how much sleep am I getting each night. So this whole episode here is pretty much a quick check-in, but I also want to talk about how to set yourself up for success, no matter what you're currently dealing with. If you're trying to get in shape, like I am trying to get my body in shape, but it's also, I'm really trying to get my mind in shape, the full package. I want to go up on stage on Hero and feel like my mind is clear. I feel smart and witty and funny. And I also want to feel like I've got boatloads of energy and that my body represents somebody that is very well conditioned. And that's what I want to portray up there, to show that, you know what, you can start anywhere in your life, whether you've been doing this for years or whether you're just getting started after some setbacks and health challenges, etc. No matter where you're starting from, you can improve. And that's what this is all about. It's not about being my best self ever up there, because I feel like that is a continual journey through life, always trying to reach that next level. There really is no end to that. It's just a continual process of really trying to become your best self. But I want to show that I'm better. I'm better than I was when I first started, and then I'm only going to get better. And that is the goal. So set yourself up for success when you have a big goal like this. Now, my mission, my goal, as I mentioned in my last podcast, is to get fit as F. And I cursed in the last one, and I don't like to curse too often. But let's just say, get fit as fuck. I want to get fit as fuck. I want to be up there on stage and people be like, damn, I saw him a couple months ago and he didn't look terrible. He didn't look bad. He had a dad bod. But damn, those are some sick results in a short amount of time. I want to do that. And I want to inspire people to show them that you can make a big change in a short amount of time if it's only 2 months, 2.5 months. And I think we have about 70 days left till Hero, 75, 76, something like that. So I'm setting myself up for success. Now, the way I do this, I know that I need to really focus on my nutrition, what I put into my body, and I also need to exercise a lot more religiously. So how do I do this? It's great to just map it out and say like, oh, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to work out more and I'm going to eat better. But there's a lot more to it than that. Let's start with the nutrition. So nutrition, it's so easy when you're working hard and you're hangry to just open up the cupboard and grab whatever is quick, just toss it in your mouth. Now, the chances of whatever you're tossing in your mouth pretty quickly of it being healthy, it's probably not going to be healthy. It's probably going to be some kind of carb-rich processed food that is going to want to store itself as fat. It's something that you're going to have to burn away later and make it even harder for you to achieve those physical goals that you want. Not only that, putting bad nutrition into your body, as I mentioned before, it's like our bodies are like Ferraris, right? We've got these incredible machines, but we put the lowest octane into it. So what we need to do is we need to start really putting in that premium gasoline into our bodies so that we can get the optimum results out of what we do and out of this machine that we have and that we're driving around every single day. So we need to make sure that we have healthy snacks available at all times. We need to make sure that we meal plan as much as possible. And I don't meal plan. I don't plan out my meals, because just if I say I want a tuna sandwich at lunch and I plan out on Wednesday, I'm going to have a tuna sandwich at lunch. What if I don't want a tuna sandwich at lunch? What if I want to have chicken? What if I want to have something different, a beet salad or something? I do love beet salads. I love a good beet salad. But what if I want something different? You need to make sure that you have quick meals ready to go, as well as quick snacks that are healthy, ready to go. Things that are going to be rich in protein and veggies and those natural carbohydrates. Very easy to just go to the store once a week, grab a bunch of fruits and vegetables, and maybe even set yourself up on some kind of a meal plan. Right now, we have this meal plan, and this isn't an ad, but if you haven't tried HelloFresh, you got to try it. It does require a little bit of cooking, but they prepackage these meals for you And they give you these wonderful cards with instructions on how to cook them. And some of the meals, they take a little bit of time if you're not really an expert chef. I was going to say cooker, but that just makes me sound stupid. If you're an expert cooker, I'm not the handiest in the kitchen. So it does take me a little bit longer where Jenny can go in there and cook this great meal with the HelloFresh and have a nice clean workspace, where mine, I just have stuff everywhere, onion rinds and just shit all over the kitchen. And she always walks in and she's like, "Oh my God, what happened in here?" And I said, I'm cooking. Please leave. Don't judge me. The meal will speak for itself. So I'm able to cook these restaurant quality meals with this HelloFresh service. We have 4 meals coming to us each week. They are to die for. They're incredible. And I've tried other services like this, and this is by far my favorite one, and makes me actually enjoy cooking. And it teaches me how to cook. That's a whole different segue, but to set yourself up, you need to know that you're going to have a healthy breakfast, a healthy dinner. And for somebody like hairstylists or myself, entrepreneurs, we forget to eat. And it is so important that we don't forget to eat, and that when we do eat, we're eating these protein-rich, healthy carbohydrate meals that will keep us fueled, and they'll feed our muscles as we're training. And without that, we're going to eat crap, right? Because if you eat a nice healthy meal, it's going to fill you up for a long time, and you're going to be less apt to reach for a snack because you're not going to be hungry. I'm also making sure I have plenty of water. So I have meals planned in the sense like we have meals, go-to meals ready to go at a moment's notice, as well as water. I drink a lot of water. When I start to get hungry, I start to drink water. And sometimes I realize, oh, I'm not really hungry. I'm just thirsty, but I thought I was hungry. So make sure you drink plenty of water. It's working and it feels great. And sometimes it's not another cup of coffee you need. It's just more water, because water gives us energy too. It might not be the most delicious thing in the world to drink. Maybe just give it a little bit of a lemon squeeze or something like that, but drink more water. It's worth it. Okay. When somebody asks you, what's your drink of choice? Don't say, oh, a gin martini with 2 olives. No, say water. Start to brainwash yourself a little bit until you start to believe it. Fake it till you make it a little bit, but it's going to give you that energy that you need. And it's going to make you feel better and more recharged throughout the day. Another thing I'm doing too is I want to make sure that it's easy for me to get to the gym. In order to do this, I need to make sure that there's gyms close to me. I have a home gym, but it's not the easiest thing to do now because I actually go to work. Our mob studio is about 25 minutes away from my house. So working out at home is a lot trickier, and I need to get out of my house because I can get trapped there. I got 2 kids there, 2 beautiful kids that steal me away from me and my work day. And as much as I want to spend time with them, I know how important it is for me to do what I need to do for myself and at work. So if I stay home, sometimes I can get sucked in too long to playing, and then I'm giving my kids half attention. I'm giving myself half attention. And I want to make sure that I'm giving myself full attention when I'm my Ryan time, when I'm at my job or in the gym. And then when I'm done with that, I want to make sure that I'm giving my family and my kids full time. I don't want to give this partial attention in any different way because it's not going to be my full self. I'm not going to be able to give them everything that I want to give them or I would give myself. Last, I would say I've made some rules for myself as well. And these are sticking pretty well. Now, we have rules in the world and we like rules. We like to stay within rules sometimes. We like to break the rules, but also if we didn't have rules, we wouldn't have anything to base our actions on. So I decided to give myself some rules. So I gave myself 2 rules. I don't want to just suddenly have this whole scroll sheet of rules that's going to, again, be so inundated with stuff that's going to make me not want to do any of these rules or just look at it and blow it off. I've done that before with mantras and things where I'm like, oh, I made 20 mantras for myself. And then I have this entire list. And then I'm like, I don't want to read any of these because it's just too long. And it doesn't inspire me anymore because it's too strict. So I have 2 rules now, I'm calling them Ryan's rules. 1, I only eat dessert on the weekends. And weekends, typically Friday and Saturday. If it's a Sunday afternoon brunch or something and there's a dessert and I can't resist it or whatever, you can bend them a little bit. But Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, pretty much no dessert. I'm not perfect, but having these types of rules are helping me think like, oh no, it's not a night for that. Also, no drinking on a school night. So that means no Wednesday afternoon bottles of wine. No more of that, okay? Save that for the weekend. And I've already noticed like the bloating starts to go away from that drink or two a day. At times it's been a drink or two a day. Well, gosh, for months it was, especially during COVID, where it's like, well, I guess, every day is kind of like Groundhog Day. What day is it anyway? Is it Monday? Is it Friday? I don't know. Let's drink. Let's just drink. Let's just drink. Let's just drink. So that was a tough year. I got a lot accomplished, but my health and fitness could have been better. And I was drinking too much. So now by having this other rule where I'm only drinking on the weekends as well. So dessert and alcohol are kind of combined in that sense where it's only going to be a weekend thing that I have to almost earn it. It's like that working for the weekend thing, except for I am enjoying my weeks, but the weekend is when I can actually take some extra time and indulge. If I want to have a couple of beers or something, then that's fine on the weekends. And what was funny is that now that I started this whole building for hero thing, I didn't drink that much over the weekend. I had a beer and a half yesterday. And yeah, I know it was Sunday, but it was like earlier Sunday. It was not a school night yet. It was a school day before, so it didn't really count. And it was also Memorial Day weekend. And today is Memorial Day, actually, that I'm recording this. So if that says anything too about taking action and getting shit done, the GSD principle, get shit done. I'm working today a little bit, and then I'm gonna go home and spend some quality time with my family. But I wanted to make sure that I started this week off strong, and then I'm focused on fitness. I'm focused on my mental health, and I'm getting the week started on the right foot. And this is going to help. Even having this check-in, this accountability, even though I don't see you listening or see your responses to this, I appreciate your support. And if you could take a screenshot of this episode and say, hey, I'm listening, I support you, that'd be cool. If not, you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, hold me accountable because it does help. It really, really, it does help. So I've got these rules. I'm trying to set myself up for success. And I hope what I'm doing here today and going forward is helping you too. If you have some big goals ahead, some hero challenges, that you are setting yourself up for success, and that maybe even think about making some of these rules for yourself. Don't go crazy with the rules. Just start with one or start with two. And the whole dessert and no drinking only on the weekends, not on a school night, they're combined. So they kind of go hand in hand. I'm not trying to remember too much stuff. It's very easy. And then even when I smoke pot, like last week, I'll smoke pot on like a Wednesday night. Of course, the kids go to bed and I take a puff. I didn't want any ice cream because I had told myself that's breaking the rule. As much as I had those hunger pangs, when you smoke, I didn't want any. What did I do? I had a protein shake instead. It's like this delicious protein shake, but it was good for me and it's what my muscles needed. And I felt that was all that I wanted. And it's only been a week and I'm super excited from where I'm at right now. I feel strong. I feel confident. I did get some sleep last night because last night was Jenny's night. She did not get much sleep. So shout out to Jenny for powering through last night. Yeah, I'm going to get sleep. Very important to get sleep because if you don't get sleep, we can do a whole other session on that. I'm learning more and more about it. But if you don't get enough sleep, then it's also, you're going to eat worse. You're going to feel worse. And we all know you're going to get less done and your productivity is going to go downhill fast. So here I am, building hero number 2. I'll talk to you next week. And we're also dropping some other podcasts throughout the week with some interviews and things like that. But I'll be checking in with you up until hero. And then we'll see where I'm at. And hopefully I'm fit as fuck. Talk to you soon.
I love hearing from you. And by the way, have you subscribed to the podcast yet? Oh my gosh, if you haven't, please do so right now because there's so much cool stuff ahead. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because it would be much cooler if you did. Plus, I don't want you to miss any of the new episodes I'm dropping weekly. Last thing, if you haven't checked out ryanweeden.com yet, there are some great freebies on there that I want to give you. So go ahead and check it out, ryanweeden.com. Thank you so much for listening. You are awesome.